Call from mom. Answer it. Call silenced.
Instacart knows nothing gets between you and the game. That's why they make ordering from your couch easy. Stock up today and get all your groceries for the week delivered in as fast as 30 minutes without missing a minute of the game.
You have 47 new voicemails.
Download the app to get free delivery on your first 3 orders while supplies last. Minimum $10 per order. Additional terms apply.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, goal,
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Have you ever covered a carpet stain with a rug? Ignored a leaky faucet? Pretended your half-painted living room is supposed to look that way? Well, you're not alone. We've all got unfinished home projects. Whether it's a door that sticks, or a disorganized closet, or an AC unit that only works half the time. It all matters. You just haven't taken care of it yet. But there's an easier way. Just download the Thumbtack app. You can search for what you need done and find tons of highly rated pros right in your neighborhood. Check prices, reviews, and book a pro right on the spot. Plus, you'll know what to tackle next, because Thumbtack is the app that shows you what to do, who to hire, and when. Pull out your phone and in just a few taps, say goodbye to all those unfinished home projects and say hello to caring for your home the easier way. Download Thumbtack and start a project today.
Stand by for an urgent bulletin.
This is the Bob and Jeff Show, starring Bob Lutz.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you here. But here's what I've learned about myself over the years. I have a high-functioning brain.
You seem to know all the players in this poorly acted farce. What do they call that one?
Jeff Lutz.
Goodness gracious, you're really struggling today. If I had said that, I'd be kicked off the show permanently.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
97.5 and 1240 KFH.
All right, we are back. This is the Bob and Jeff Show on KFH Radio. Bob Lutz, Jeff Lutz, co-hosting, Max Power, producing, engineering, the IHOP hotline, 869-1240. We invite you to call. We are going to delve into the American League Central and more specifically the Royals. Now that we are almost 40 games, almost a quarter of the way through this season.
Almost.
Believe it or not. That's amazing to me. The Royals are 2.5 games out behind the Cleveland Guardians, who have held on to first place. The Royals now have passed Cleveland in run differential. They've scored 46 more runs than their opponents. The Guardians 41 more. The Royals rank third in the American League in run differential behind Baltimore and New York. So what do we make of the Royals? Are they going to be able to contend in this division? And the division's much better than we anticipated it would be. Are they going to be able to contend in this division throughout the rest of the season?
Seems like it. I mean, I don't want to say that. I'd love to rain on the parade of Royals and Royals fans, but they've played pretty well against good competition. They haven't really had a streak of, hey, this is really going south, and we got to look out for this. Michael Wacha hasn't been great, but Seth Lugo hasn't dropped off, and Cole Reagans is still there, and Singer's still good. And so, it seems like for at least a while they'll be able to sustain it.
Yeah, Wacha's hit a wall here a little bit, and Alec Marsh is hurt. So they got to get those guys going. But Daniel Lynch was good in his debut the other night, coming back from injury. And that's a guy that, listen, there was a time when they thought Daniel Lynch was going to be, if not a top of the rotation guy, certainly a 2 or a 3. Now,
part of the future.
We'll see. We'll see. It's very early. But when you have Lugo, Singer, and Reagans at the top of your rotation, That's not only a good rotation for the regular season, that's a playoff rotation.
It could be. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to trust Lugo and Singer in a playoff series. I'm not saying they can't get the job done, but I'm also not saying, hey, we got our rotation lined up with Lugo and Singer. Reagan's, yes. I
you
think
know what? I am saying it.
You say it.
I am saying
Say it.
A quarter of a season means something to me. Seth Lugo has an ERA of 1.92.
Great.
Brady Singer has an ERA of 2.36. Reagan's had one bad starter. His ERA would be even better than the 3.38 he carries currently. Alec Marsh, before he got hurt, now you can say, well, he only pitched in 5 games. But that's 5 games, and he had a 2.7 ERA.
No, good for him.
Now, the red flag to me is the bullpen. James MacArthur, is he ready to be a closer? No one other than who came to his defense the other day? Vinny Pasquantino. But James MacArthur hasn't been lights out. Certainly Will Smith was lights out in a bad way as the closer earlier in the season, and they haven't identified a strong bullpen rotation yet. So that's the question I would have is, do the Royals have the bullpen to be able to hold up and not wear out their starters?
Potentially.
That's not an answer.
Well, you don't like you don't like the stuff I talk about when it comes to baseball.
Let me explain
and
something.
I'm going to analytics, and I'm looking at expected stats, and Brady Singers are okay, but they're not great.
I don't need to look at expected stats.
Why?
Because I know what to expect.
No, you don't.
I've from my experience following baseball, I'm the guy, if you'll remember, and I'm not trying to put you on the defense, but I'm the guy who back in the winter said, watch out for the Royals.
Okay.
And you were over there saying, oh, I'll play that. And that's an honest assessment.
Great.
Of what happened.
Awesome.
I told you this was coming.
Okay, well, Seth Lugo's in the 44th percentile of the expected ERA, 42nd in expected batting average, 26th in fastball velo, 49th in average exit velocity off the bat, which is good, to upper half, 21st in chase percentage, 18 in whiff, 22 in strikeouts, 28 in barrel, which is good. Hard hit, 60th is good.
Nobody cares about these numbers.
You should.
These are the numbers that get front offices fired.
Expected ERA
4.04.
No, this is Baseball Savant.
Who's a baseball savant? You know what? I'll go toe to toe with Baseball Savant.
No, you won't, because
who is it?
These are facts.
Who is Baseball Savant?
It's a website. There's no who.
Who is a savant?
It's not somebody's opinion.
So it's a website calling themselves Savant?
It's not himself. It's part of MLB.com.
What isn't a savant a reference to an individual?
It's baseballsavant.mlb.com.
Can a website be a savant?
It's if you want to be a savant, you would know these numbers and you would figure out and find out.
I've made it just fine in my life.
Okay, well
with my eyeballs watching players play.
Okay, well when Seth Lugo's ERA goes up,
it'll probably go up.
Well, it's expected 4.04 right now. So when he becomes,
I'll bet you any amount of money he doesn't end the year with a 4.04.
Well, I bet it's above 3.
How much?
He's
would
got
you
a
like
good head
bet?
start.
How much would you like to bet?
I bet it's above. I'll go above 3.49. You can go below.
No, I'm not doing that. You take the savant.
That's his expected ERA now.
You've got the savant.
He's already got a head start. So even if he has a 4.04 ERA from now until the rest of the season, it won't be 4.04. But that's what his peripherals would suggest his ERA should be now.
Right now, starting today, I'll bet he doesn't have a 4.04 ERA the rest of the year.
I gave you the terms of the agreement.
Are you willing to bet on that one?
I gave you the terms of the agreement. Last year his ERA was 3.57. The year before that it was 3.60. That's where it's going to end up, most likely.
No, it's not. It's going to end up well below 3.5.
Okay, then that's the terms.
All right, I'll take the bet.
I got over 3.49. You have under.
Right. And And I don't give a damn what Baseball Savant says.
You should.
I've never once looked at that.
You should.
You know why? Because I'm a Baseball Savant.
Okay, then you would know the numbers.
No, I don't care. What I know is when I watch a guy pitch.
No, you don't. That's why these numbers exist.
When I watch a guy pitch, I can tell you exactly what. You make this game sound like it's a machine. This isn't a machine.
But there are trends. The game is about trends.
These are individuals.
But it's about trends. The game is about trends. Life is about trends. Yes, they're individuals.
There's no trend. I don't live in a trend world.
Of course you do.
No, I don't have any
You get up and do the same thing every day. It's very predictable. And when you have predictive stats, usually they come to some sort of fruition.
I don't trend.
They're not just made up.
Not one time has somebody
why are
said
you
about
threatened by math.
Not one time has somebody said about me, boy, he's trendy.
But if I told you that Steven Matz's his expected ERA is 2.39, you'd be like, yeah, I get it. He has had some bad luck. And
Steven Matz is terrible. He's hurt all the time.
I just use that as an example.
He doesn't have any expected ERA.
It was
you know
just
what
an
I
example.
expect to him? A hospital stay. That's what I expect.
Well, good for you.
I don't have any illusions of Steven Matz.
His expected ERA is 5.97.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't need a savant to tell me that.
Well, sometimes there is luck involved.
I don't need.
And luck is not predictive, so you try to take the predictive stats to determine what will happen next. That's all it is. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it's more likely than not to happen.
I don't need,
based on the data already
three
collected.
Guys in cashmere sweaters.
Then why is it part of
sitting around in a room
MLB.com
telling me what to expect? I expect what I know based on
Well, then you can go look at expected batting average and
I'll never look at expected batting average.
and see that all the best players are up there, and then you can whine about it.
I'll never look at expected batting average. You know why? Because I know who's going to hit.
No, you don't.
Does that make sense to you?
No.
I know Paul Goldschmidt isn't going to hit.
Good for you.
What's his expected batting average?
Well, you were not going to look at it, but I will tell you.
Because it's not good. Here's what Paul Goldschmidt will end the year hitting.
235.
What?
235.
I was going to say 228. So am I a savant?
No, but you can tell that he has had some.
How many home runs will he hit? I'll say he'll hit 12.
Well, that doesn't predict that.
Why not, savant?
It predicts what the data has told.
Savant.
His expected weighted on base average is.
Look up the word savant.
I don't want to.
What is the expected?
He's still in 77th percentile of sweet spot, 63rd percentile of hard hit.
He hadn't hit a ball in a sweet spot. Please. I watch every game. What are they getting at? Sweet spot?
From
He hadn't hit a ball hard since March 30th.
Well, he's in the 76th percentile of average exit velocity.
Then we got a bad group of hitters.
So he's hitting the ball hard.
No, he's not. I watch
he's
every game.
He's in the 76th percentile.
That's made up.
It absolutely is not made
It's
up.
a fabrication of savantism is what it is. But anyway, the Royals, Guardians, and Twins, I look for that to be a race throughout the season, and I'm not so sure Detroit won't figure out a way to get into the mix as well. And that division is very interesting to me. The Twins win again today. They got off to a terrible start. Then they won 12 in a row before losing. Now they've started another 2-game winning streak. And they beat Seattle today, and Logan Gilbert just pounded him. What's going on there?
That's what I'm saying. All these teams are beating good teams. That's the important thing about it. The Royals are beating good teams.
I remember when the Cardinals used to beat good teams.
Well, they're not a good team, so they can't.
I remember when that happened. Do you know what I mean?
Not really. It's been a while.
Well, it's been a couple years, but it's not happening. They're going to have to do something we never thought they would have to do. Tear it down.
Blow it up?
Tear it down.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
And I don't have a lot of years to wait for that. I want at least 2 more titles on my banner.
Well, you're not going to get 2 more titles on your banner.
Well, I want 2 more.
You can want anything you want. You have no control over it, and it's not going to happen.
That would give me a nice round 13.
You going to be able to take those with you?
Well, let me tell you right now, I'll be buried with that banner hanging over me.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
No, you'll deny it.
I'll put a Guardians banner, 1920, 1948, 2025.
I'll haunt you for as long as I can.
Good.
Which is eternity.
Fine.
You'll never have a restful night.
Even in eternity?
No, not even in eternity.
I don't think that's how it works.
I'll be there.
But for now, until then, sure.
All right, we're going to take a break. I don't even know what we talked about there. These
you not liking baseball?
These segments have a way of getting away from me. All right. Bob and Jeff on KFH. Stay with us.
Call from mom. Answer it. Call silenced.
Instacart knows nothing gets between you and the game. That's why they make ordering from your couch easy. Stock up today and get all your groceries for the week delivered in as fast as 30 minutes without missing a minute of the game.
You have 47 new voicemails.
Download the app to get free delivery on your first 3 orders while supplies last. Minimum $10 per order. Additional terms apply.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, goal.
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Have you ever covered a carpet stain with a rug? Ignored a leaky faucet? Pretended your half-painted living room is supposed to look that way? Well, you're not alone. We've all got unfinished home projects. Whether it's a door that sticks, or a disorganized closet, or an AC unit that only works half the time. It all matters. You just haven't taken care of it yet. But there's an easier way. Just download the Thumbtack app. You can search for what you need done and find tons of highly rated pros right in your neighborhood. Check prices, reviews, and book a pro right on the spot. Plus, you'll know what to tackle next, because Thumbtack is the app that shows you what to do, who to hire, and when. Pull out your phone and in just a few taps, say goodbye to all those unfinished home projects and say hello to caring for your home the easier way. Download Thumbtack and start a project today.
This is the Bob and Jeff Show on 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
You know, it's always a bit of a cliche, but when the call comes through and you realize it's real, there's a moment where it's like, hold on a minute, let's get serious. You've just got a phone call from the management of Judas Priest. They want you to go down and meet the guys and have a discussion for what could be the biggest opportunity of your career.
All right, welcome back. That is Richie Faulkner from Judas Priest.
Nope.
Was on this show October 5th, 2022, the song Living After Midnight.
It seems like I would have a clear memory, even if, Richie Faulkner does not play a vital day-to-day role in my life. I feel like I would remember, hey, we're interviewing someone from Judas Priest today.
In the Rock and Roll
That's
Hall
awesome.
of Fame.
But I'd have no memory of that.
That's a shame.
It is a shame.
I mean, how do you get enjoyment out of life?
What does that mean?
Well, if there's no memory of the cool things that have happened, how do you have an enjoyable life?
Do you remember
just
that?
Take it hour by hour?
Do you remember that?
Of course I do.
Don't say of course I do.
Well, I do. Of course I do.
Because you say of course I do when you don't. So
No,
say,
I don't.
Just say yeah, I do actually.
No, of course I do.
No.
If I say of course I do, that's a stamp. That's like yeah, you damn
To me,
right.
Of course I do. It's like sarcasm. Of course I do. Like
no, there's no
maybe
sarcasm
I do, maybe
there.
I don't. So just say yes, I do.
No, there's
It's
no
fun time.
sarcasm there. There's pity that you don't remember it.
It's weird.
And you haven't remembered any of these interviews.
I remember Rick Springfield.
Well, yeah, but only because we were down in the bowels of Coke Arena.
Yeah, we were.
Well, so, I mean, you associated him with bowels.
That's bizarre.
I don't know
Not
why.
those kind of bowels.
I remember all these interviews.
That's fantastic. I wish I remembered. We interviewed Jason Mraz. That's awesome.
I mean, it's not like I can recall everything we talked to him about, but I remember the excitement of thinking,
But at least when you hear...
wow, we got Jason Mraz on this show. That's pretty cool.
I may
because
sort of remember that.
At one time, he was one of the big guys.
Of course. Yeah, you had several moments.
Now, he's not there right now for whatever reason. What happened to Jason Mraz?
He just decided to do his own thing. He's not really that worried about being a big star, I don't think.
Well, I don't worry about being a big star, but I like to stay relevant.
I'm sure he's still relevant to the fans that he has and is appreciative of their
Is
loyalty.
he on tour?
Probably. Everybody's on tour all the time. Did you see my On This Day story today?
No.
It was first Beatles song. This happened last year. The first Beatles song to reach 1 billion streams on Spotify. Do you know what it was?
Well, sure I do.
I don't think you do.
Well, of course I do.
It's not one you would guess.
It was yesterday.
No. It's a huge hit, but it's not the first one that you
She
would
loves you.
Uh-uh.
I want to hold your hand.
Nope.
Well, here comes the sun.
That's correct. Did Max say that?
No.
Did he?
Not that I heard.
Okay, well,
He said something, but I couldn't tell what he said.
it was Here Comes the Sun. Jason Mraz is playing the Providence Performing Arts Center on June 30th. That's his next show. And he'll have a lot of shows up in the northeast part of the United States.
Well, there you go. Maybe they'll get him on radio in Providence leading
Perhaps.
up to that
He's in
appearance.
Kansas City on July 21st.
Maybe we can get him here on this show.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. He's at Red Rocks so that's a huge venue to play on July 28th.
My goal over the weekend is to get contact information for the people who can help us more with music and entertainment guests.
And who do you think those
I
people
don't know. I'll find them.
would be?
I don't know. People at the Orpheum, people at the Cotillion, people at Intrust Bank Arena, people at Hartman Arena, people at the Wave, people where else?
Temple Live. They have good shows.
Wherever they are.
I messaged that guy who I thought was the manager for Josh Turner, who plays tonight, I believe, at the Cotillion. And he said,
Taking a night off from the Blue Jays? Oh, that's Justin Turner.
yeah, what? And he said,
That was brilliant,
and
but
he
you
said
didn't
I'd
get
be-
it.
And he said, I'd be happy to get you in touch with his current management. And I said, yeah, I'd love that. And never heard from him again
Well,
after
follow up.
that. Well, he's in town today, so we would have had to interview him today.
Follow up previously. I mean, get on it. Don't. Here's the thing.
I messaged him Tuesday.
Yeah, here's the thing.
So we would have had to have had him on today.
Here's the thing.
And he performs tonight.
You never give up.
No, that one wasn't worth pursuing.
Here's what you say if you want my advice, my help. Have I ever done the show like this, just rocking?
Yeah, but I don't like it. It's uncomfortable to watch.
Why?
No reason.
I'd love to know. I'd love to know what goes through your head.
Nothing. Just doing a show. What were you going to say?
Why is it uncomfortable to watch?
You're about to say it's not. I don't care.
But I'm rocking in my office.
Yeah,
chair.
I'd rather not be a part of it. But I wasn't going to.
You have a mean streak, man.
I know.
Why is
It's
that?
unfortunate, isn't it?
Why do you?
That's not mean. I'm just messing around.
No, you're not messing around. I know when
Of
people
course
are messing
I am.
around.
See? Sounds sarcastic, doesn't it?
So Shocker softball underway out at Wilkins Stadium, meeting Tulsa. Boy, it helps to be the 1 or 2 seed in that tournament. You don't even have to play the first 2 days.
Yeah, that
You
does
just hang
help.
around and play. You're in the semifinals automatically. Why do they do this single elimination stuff?
It's
Not how
single
baseball
elimination?
does it? Yes.
That's not good.
That doesn't seem right.
Baseball's
that doesn't
double?
test your team.
No, not really. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with travel or something.
Well, I don't get it.
I can't explain it to you.
Double elimination in every baseball tournament I know of.
Well, that should be the way it is.
I got stuck one year in Springfield. Not Springfield's a fine town.
Love
But it rained forever, and we were just there forever, trying to get the Missouri Valley Conference baseball tournament in.
When was that?
I don't know. It was when I was a columnist.
Didn't you just say to heck with this? I'm a columnist.
I eventually said I'm done.
I don't have to cover this
I
game.
took off on a Saturday night when I don't recall exactly what happened, but I just said I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, there's no need.
I'd been there since Tuesday or something like that. Please. I got to have something else better going on than waiting around for rain.
You would think.
And I wasn't a beat writer, so who cares if I write about it?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I hope people care what I wrote
That's
about.
what I was saying. Probably not.
I mean, you want to have people care about what you're doing.
I'm sure a lot of people did.
What else you got? Why don't you ever have something?
I did. I talked about the Mexican restaurant today. I talked about Arby's. I mean, I carried this show today.
You wanted to get it off your chest that you felt sorry for the family or the woman who runs the Mexican restaurant.
It wasn't that I felt sorry. It's just I'm really rooting for her.
Well, we all are. We're all rooting for everybody.
I mean, that's a woman in our community who's put herself out there and taken a chance, and I want to see it pay off for her.
By the way, a special tonight at the League 42 concessions. Cheese nachos and cheese fries on the menu.
Why is that a special?
We don't have those every night.
Oh, good.
So, and then on Showcase Saturday, they're going to serve catfish.
Wow. Is that this Saturday?
No, that's a week from Saturday. And that's one of my wife's favorites.
Catfish is very good. Is it fried catfish?
Yeah, we don't ask a lot of. What are you going to do? Dip it? Of course it's fried.
Well, is it or not?
Of course it is. What else?
See,
would
you
do
don't know. When you say "of course," that means you don't know.
No, that means of course it is.
Then what'd you say? I don't know.
What else would you do with catfish? Grill it?
Maybe.
It might be grilled.
I doubt it. It's probably fried.
They have a grill. They grill every night. The best hot dogs and hamburgers and French fries known to man.
I believe it.
By the Wichita Trojans Junior Football League organization. They've been our concessionaires from the get-go, and it's as much a tradition of League 42 as anything else.
Here's something that happened to me today. You will find no interest in this whatsoever. But the vending machine guy comes. Not a vending machine. He puts stuff in the fridge, and you pay for it at a little kiosk, but I don't know what else to call it. The food guy that we can buy in the lunchroom.
Okay, we get it. Move it along.
He left one hot dog today. There's never been a hot dog that you could purchase at the kiosk. One. He left one. And at lunchtime, I said, I'm gonna have this hot dog, and it was the best hot dog I've ever had in my life. It was unbelievable.
Well, it wasn't any better than what we have at League 42.
Well,
I'll guarantee.
Maybe not, but it was amazing.
Come try one of ours.
Just some
sometime.
refrigerated hot dog. It was a ballpark Frank, I believe.
Why wouldn't you come out tonight? We play at 8 o'clock. The team I coach.
I'm working.
We play tomorrow at 6.
Well, that could be a possibility.
You working tomorrow?
No.
Well, we'll see.
Busy weekend, though, with the youngster.
What do you got going on?
Her graduation.
Sunday, right?
Yes.
What's Saturday?
I don't know.
Well, you said busy weekend.
Well, that's a busy weekend.
No, it's a busy Sunday.
Having one day of a weekend be busy makes it a busy weekend.
It makes it a busy Sunday.
So if someone asks...
If somebody tells
on
me
Monday,
they got a busy weekend, I'm thinking, man, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what do you got going? That's
somebody asks me on Monday, how's your weekend? And I say busy. I think that's accurate.
No, the accurate response to that would, well, it was pretty busy Sunday. Saturday was fine.
That's too much
Didn't
work.
have much going on Saturday.
But weekend, Sunday, the end of the week.
Now the weekend is Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday.
Maybe.
That's the weekend.
Well,
that means your work week.
Well, I work Saturday, so does that make it now
have
busy?
Their work week over, and it's clear sailing.
I work Saturday. Now can I say it's a busy weekend?
Where do you work?
Wind surge.
What are you doing Saturday?
Scoring.
What about Sunday?
Nothing. Graduation.
What about tonight?
Scoring.
Well, good for you.
Got a lot of wind surge games coming up, and I'm covering state track in a couple weeks for Channel 12.
How do you
Catch
cover
it, Kansas. I write stories.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, why not, right?
Is that going to interrupt you being here?
Maybe that Friday.
Well, make sure you got it covered.
We'll see, yeah. I don't know when it'll be over.
We don't know when Duda's available anymore.
No.
Have you asked him about Monday?
I believe that I have.
And his response is?
He hasn't responded.
He doesn't get back to you as quickly.
Well, he's busy. He's a busy guy.
I texted him earlier, and it was almost immediate.
Well, he must be doing something right now.
No, here's what you want to know why?
Sure.
When you text him, it's my equals texting me. When I text him, my boss is texting.
No, please.
I better get back to this guy.
I don't think Duda.
This guy's important.
From what we know about Duda, which is unfortunately everything, because there isn't anything more to him.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because it's true.
There's so much more to Duda.
So much.
If you'll sit down and have a conversation,
I've had plenty of
with
conversations.
him sometime, you'll find out all kinds.
I love Jason Duda, one of my favorite people on this planet. I wished him happy birthday. He responds, THX.
THX. What do you want him to say?
Thanks, man.
Thanks, brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah, something like
come
that
over.
would be great.
Did you see on the Wichita Eagle that Wichita Independent School's been kicked out of the Central Plains League?
I did.
Did you guys report that story?
We were gathering information on it.
That's unbelievable. An ethics violation, according to those in the Central Plains League who had a hand in making this happen. Allegations of recruiting has been apparently the accusation.
Can you not recruit to private schools? I don't know the answer to that
I'd need to
question.
know more information about all this. But it is an advantage over the other public schools
Understood.
in the Central Plains Leagues, except for Wichita Trinity. So we'll see.
Seems like you'd want a state champion in your league, but if you don't, that's fine, whatever.
Well, we'll see. I need to look more into this. Taylor Eldridge did a expansive story on it, but I haven't had time to read it all. I'm just reporting
it sounds
the
like
basic
there were no
facts.
actual transgressions. There was nothing that they actually violated. There was just kind of a preference of the rest of the league.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that happened. That's one that, in my former role as columnist, I would be taking a strong look at that.
As
Probably
you should.
writing an opinion about it. But I don't. Those days are over.
Well, I don't like it.
Why don't you become a columnist?
That's not my job.
There's no columnist in this community. Dion Leffler, to some degree, is a news columnist.
Yeah.
There's no sports columnist.
Not a one.
I don't get it. I do not understand it. I mean, I know that columnists are made to be hated, but that's okay.
I wouldn't care about that. But
I did initially, but that you grow out of that, and you don't. That doesn't matter anymore. I still get people saying, "I rarely agree with you, Lutz," but that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it happens. Who cares if they agree with you?
I didn't say I cared.
Well,
I said it still happens.
It's funny that people always point that out, but they're also the same people that say, "Oh, you're gonna get upset just because someone disagrees with you." Well, then you brought it up. I don't know.
What? Where were you going?
Just because someone has a different viewpoint, blah blah blah. Like,
huh?
You understand?
No, I really don't. I'm gonna go back on the Odyssey app and listen to that.
You should,
and see if it makes any sense.
It does. It flows nicely, actually.
Because I didn't get it, frankly. Well, I've been working my tail off on this show today.
On this show?
On this show.
Doing what?
Just driving the bus, man.
No, you've been a bus rider.
I just got a text from somebody who's pointing out allegations, but I'm not going to repeat them because they're just that. Allegations against the independent school.
Well, good. Was it our friend David Michael Hahn,
It's not.
who's an alum?
Listen, he's not my friend.
He's an alum of Wichita Independent School, and we love him. And you know,
quit saying we love him.
Well, we is me. I
barely
love
know
him.
the individual.
I love him.
He seems like a nice guy.
He's too nice. Makes me feel bad.
Well, you need to surround yourself with more nice people.
I do, and I am nice, but I do have that.
Who's your nicest friend?
I wouldn't say it's a mean
You got
streak.
Randy Griffiths, who's as nice as the day is long.
Yeah, but he's got a little bit of a temper. A little, not a lot.
Not too much.
Not too much. I've never seen.
He's a competitive person. That doesn't mean you're not nice.
I understand. I've never seen David Michael Hahn get upset about anything.
I've never seen my wife get upset about anything.
Yeah, I don't.
If
get upset about stuff,
she has a reason to be upset. I mean,
married to you or
yeah.
And
it's okay that she doesn't get upset. I get upset enough for the three of us in this household. Thank goodness I do have a wife and a dog who don't get upset.
Don't get upset though. There's no point.
What do you mean? You get upset?
No, I mean
you just said it.
I get feisty. I don't know that I get upset a bunch.
Really?
Maybe I do. I'll have to
Here's
do some
where I get
introspection.
upset. I want League 42 to run smoothly.
Of course.
If anything impedes that, I get upset.
That makes sense.
Not like throw things around angry, just upset. I want things to go smoothly.
Who wouldn't?
And sometimes they don't.
Well, that's also to be expected. It's not going to be perfect all the time. You got to, as a leader, you got to roll with those punches.
I try to roll with the punches. Don't worry about what punches I'm rolling.
Now, if it's someone acting up or doing the wrong thing, then yeah, get upset
we have
correct
issues
it.
all the time.
But if it's just
and when I say
day-to-day
issues,
stuff,
not serious issues.
If it's just day-to-day stuff,
Don't worry about what my day-to-day looks like.
be resilient for crying out loud.
Don't worry about what I do. That's my first.
Toughen up.
God, I'm so glad to get you out of here today.
Why?
I don't know. I'm tired of you.
Oh, good.
Not tired of you for listening, listeners. Please do so again tomorrow. We'll be here at 2 o'clock. Have a good night.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, cool,
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Everybody knows it. Toyota trucks are the stuff of legends. Rugged, durable, everlasting. Toyota makes trucks that just don't quit. And now Toyota is driving that legacy toward the future with two of their most powerful trucks ever, the new Tundra and the all-new Tacoma. In a half-ton Tundra, you can rule the roads. From the comfort of a spacious cabin with connected tech and plenty of hauling power, the Tundra is ready to work hard and play even harder. Or check out the all-new 24 Tacoma, redesigned and electrified to maximize your adventure. With a bevy of available off-road driving and power transfer modes, you will effortlessly crush the conditions. And with the Tacoma's reimagined interior, you'll do it in style. And right now, your local Toyota dealer has more vehicles in stock and is making delivery on new vehicles almost every day. So don't wait. Buy a Tundra or Tacoma today. Visit buyatoyota.com for deals and more. Toyota, let's go places.
Listen to every MLB game live.
In the deep left center field, it is high, it is far, it is gone.
Stream minor league affiliates.
The Midwest League home run leader.
And watch the best baseball highlights and look-ins on MLB Big Inning. MLB At Bat is your all-in-one live baseball subscription for only $3.99 per month.
Deep left field, it's gonna go. Alvarez ties the game.
Subscribe to At Bat within the MLB app today. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.